In the Wakhan Corridor, there are no pharmacies. For the people who live here, opium isn't only a vice, it's just what's available. But before I get into that, how the hell did I end up here? I've been following Afghanistan's Silk Road in search of nomadic communities who still call these mountains home. The Wakhi and the Kyrgyz. I've crossed rivers, climbed mountains, walked through desert, and slept in some wild places, all to get here. Sarhad, the last village on the road. Beyond this point, we travel on foot. The terrain is unpredictable, the altitude unforgiving, and this is Taliban-controlled territory. Over the next 10 days, we cross the Afghan Pamirs on foot. Our destination, a high-altitude lake called Chaqmaqtin, home to the Kyrgyz nomads. From there, back through the mountains, passing through Wakhi summer camps above 5,000 meters. I feel tired just thinking about it. Alright, so we got Zahir, Merab, Mir, Sator, and what are the donkeys' names?
Rakish,
and Gooch. Trekking into the little Pamir, heading into the mountains. What could go wrong? Alright, where were we? Yes. Opium has been cultivated in Central Asia for centuries. In the 60s and 70s, it found a new audience along the hippie trail. Western travellers chasing freedom, only to encounter the same poppy that once journeyed east with the caravans of the ancient Silk Road. Here in Afghanistan's remote Wakhan Corridor, the poppy endures. In these isolated valleys, it's more than a narcotic. It's medicine, livelihood, survival. For some of the Wakhi people out here, opium is what beer is in the Western world. Socially acceptable, readily available. And then it was my turn. I'd only known these guys a few hours. I was nervous as hell. Yeah, I can feel it hitting me now. Yeah, slowly comes on. Ooh. Oh. I could take a nap. For the guides, we smoke, we pack, we move. Me? I'm still somewhere back in that tent. Oh yeah, and there's a mountain pass up ahead. Long way to go. Struggling, hard. I think I've got a little bit of altitude sickness going on, a bit of a headache brewing, cough coming on. Not good signs. Struggling hard. At 4,200 meters, your body is getting about 60% of the oxygen it does at sea level. Nearly 2,000 meters up and down. I should feel relieved, but I feel like I'm falling apart. I'm beat. I'm so defeated. I think I just need to go lie down and catch my breath and try and rest and steel myself for tomorrow. I really underestimated this trek. Honestly, I feel horrible today. I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. Sometimes you just want something so bad, you put the blinkers on and you just shut everything else out, and you get there and you start thinking, you know, is this something I want to do, you know? We take turns on the horse, 500 vertical meters before lunch. Boy, am I feeling cold, tired and beat up this morning. Whew. And I've got this swollen eye, infected eye. I think I've got a hernia. I've got a big lump just underneath my stomach. I don't know what the hell it is. "12 days since I've crossed into Afghanistan. 8 days in the Wakan. Day 2 on foot. When we stop for lunch, I can't stop shivering. The chills start to ease, but I'm still not right. We keep moving toward the nearest Kyrgyz camp. Even though I knew they were here, I'm still surprised to see people living above 4,000 meters. And the cars? How the hell did they get up here? Believe it or not, the Kyrgyz camp was full, so we're setting up camp out here. The Kyrgyz camp is just 50 meters over to my left in front of me over here. And yeah, we're going to set up on this mountain about 4,000 meters probably. And there's a surprising amount of life up here. Hey, salam.
Salam alaikum.
Salam Nice to meet you. For every meal, we sit on the floor, gather around a giant frisbee of bread, everything shared, everything eaten with your hands. Today, the Kyrgyz bring out some sweet cream. Thank God. It's the only thing I can stomach. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm in a world of hurt right now. I've had a splitting headache for about 3 hours. Miraha wants to descend, but I've come too far. He reluctantly agrees to push on. The higher we climb, the harder it is to breathe, and the deeper we go, the further we are from any kind of help. Yeah, so long story short, the idea of going back to Sarhad has been floated a few times. The truth is I'm fucked. Might be a little bit selfish of me, but I'm not letting the boys know how bad my condition is. I'll ride the horse today, and we're just gonna push on. I've come way too far. I've invested way too much time and energy into this. The high plateau of the Afghan Pamirs. Flat, barren, completely alien. Icy rivers spilling down from the mountains in every direction. Come winter, all of this is buried under snow. These rivers freeze solid. Nothing survives here in winter. We're on flat ground and I'm barely moving. And I can't catch my breath. Headache behind my eyes and lungs that won't fill. For the first time, I'm not sure I'm gonna make it 10 days. We finally reached Lake Chaqmaqtin. 2 families live here. I should feel relief, but I'm running on empty. All I can think about is getting the stories I came here for, while I still can. My biggest fear is leaving with nothing.
Okay, shoes off. Shoes? Yeah. Okay. How many languages do you speak?
İngiliz yok.
No.
Farsı var. Türkü var.
He says speak Kyrgyz.
Kyrgyz. But he can speak many languages, yes?
Yeah.
Dari, Kyrgyz.
Yeah, Dari,
at
Kyrgyz,
least.
Wakhi. Also,
English?
English? English, no. English, I'm
A little bit, maybe. No.
This man is very kind.
He is very good.
The Kyrgyz are a nomadic people from Central Asia. For centuries, small groups migrated into the Afghan Pamirs, bringing their herds to graze these high summer pastures. But after the 1917 Russian Revolution, many became trapped in these mountains, cut off from their homeland, and settled here permanently. Much of this land sits above 4,000 metres. Winters are long and unforgiving. Today, barely 1,000 remain. A road is now being built through the Wakhan, connecting it to China. When that road arrives, life here will change forever. A local family invites me in. This is why I'm here.
هیچ کار نیست اینجا کار پیدا نمیشه بیکار هستیم دیگه
There is no work.
حالا پای ما مایی بس ما بیکار هستیم صاحب کار کردن هم نمیتونم خواهد زای تاوستان همی هست دیگه زمستان ما اتاق دارم خنک میشه دیگه وطن ما سخت است دیگه
چی را خشتر که دونده باشی؟
آینده ما مردم اما آرامی باشه خدا ما آرامی را بیته
لفریدم
دیگه همی
لفریدم
همی رقم است که افغانستان ما آرام باشه جنگ نباشه ملت ما آرام باشه همی
وارن اینجا میگنی؟
Listening to him, so much of it feels familiar. Work, uncertainty, wanting something better for your family. The only thing that's hard to grasp is a life that follows the seasons.
میامدم دیگه موتر لباس رفت نه لباس رفت چپاش دیگه موتر چپاش زدم دم دو جام مایدش درد پایم دیگه زخم زیاد بودم یعنی جام زخم بودم رفتم دم جام زخم بود
Here is also broken.
یعنی جام زخم
اینم خیر باره
اینا ما پاکستان آوردم
The whole year?
Yeah.
You bring from Pakistan?
Yeah.
Wow. In a car?
دموتر؟
نه خشکا
With yak.
نه 5 خشکا بار کردیم آوردم خیلی همین دختر سرخ میپوشنه دختر از میگه من زن کشه سفید میزنه
I can't think. I can't eat. I can't sleep. Early morning in the camp. Life carries on as it always has. I'm not doing well.
I had the scariest night of my life last night.
Word is there's a Swiss doctor somewhere nearby. If I can find him, he might be able to help.
Already water is in your lungs. That's serious.
Okay.
Final step is that you will have water in your brain. So you already have the beginning of a wet lung. You have to go down, definitely, as quick as possible, below 3,000 meters. How do you find the transport?
I've with a horse and
No, No.
I need to get down faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to get there within 24 hours. Really? Where do the Taliban go?
They are crossing that side.
So they don't go down.
Yeah. It's a fucking disaster.
Are you good, Alex?
No. I have water in my lungs, so I have to go down below 3,000 meters, like right now.
I get a call for you from this village, this Kyrgyz camp.
You're looking at the only vehicle that can get me out of here in the next 24 hours. Crossing the Little Pamir by car is an art form. Unpredictable, unforgiving, and most people wouldn't even attempt it. Ibrahim does this for a living.
نه زندگی خیلی سخته بسیار مشکل است.
The life is very difficult from here. Difficult, yeah?
What's difficult?
Yeah. بچی مشکل است.
مشکل همه ای طرف زمستان. همه قدر برف میزنه که نی موتر میتونه نی ولا.
Winter is very difficult, Alex. Yeah, because a lot of snow in here.
You can have any job, what would it be?
Yeah.
وظیفه همین معلمی یک ذره خوش.
Teacher. Maybe the teacher, yeah. In the future. Yeah.
Ay, antam basa zang beringiz antam bunda jo'g'oldi turg'aja jo'g'oldi. Ne jo'g'oldi? Antan.
As we drop off the plateau into the valleys below, I can't stop thinking about whether this trip was a success or a failure. I had the adventure of a lifetime, but I didn't finish the trek, and I'm not even sure if I have a film.
Hook tight.
It's got new pants,
Yeah.
new scarf, got new clothes. Yeah, you look good.
Film or no film, I think I found what I came here for.
Alex, Ibrahim, give me a new car. Okay?
Okay.
It's coming.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.